Race 6 at Sandown is a 2,000 metre handicap. It's attracted a field of 11, and these are they. A couple that we will be talking about, Pivween, however you want to pronounce it, and indeed Macram as well. But without further ado, let's have a look at Pivween, however you pronounce it. He's a good horse.
He is. He's a smart handicapper. He paid the penalty for a really good run a couple of years ago. Went a little high in the weights, but he gradually worked his way down, and this was him back on winning form. Held up, travelling really well. Smallish field at Haydock Park, over 2,000 metres, but he gradually reeled them in, and he won quite tidily. I think the significant thing to mention here, John, is the horse he gets the better of. Chichester has gone on to win a really nice handicap, the Carlisle Bell historic race up in the northwest of England. So the form is solid, and it looks like Pivween is right back on track.
Yeah, he's clearly a good horse, and the form, as you say, is progressive. My slight problem is I've taken a bit of a punt on the speed map here. I'm not entirely sure there are many horses that really want to go forward. As we saw there, Pivween has come from last to win this. And I think horses held up here might just be at a bit of a tactical disadvantage.
So that was Pivween coming back to form. Let's have a look at the back end of May at a performance up at Redcar from a horse called Macram, who finished second to Good Birthday. Now, you'll just see this with your very own eyes. If you haven't seen the clip before, there was plenty of hard luck in running. A fair few of these didn't get their chance, but what they've done since, Graham, is show what good horses they are. There have been lots of good winners out of it, not least a horse called Nicholas T, who won the big race at Newcastle last week.
Absolutely. It's not a literal form guide, but it's a strong piece of form in its way. As for Macram, he just got slightly flat-footed at an important point. Once switched outside, he comes home strongly. He's building to another very good performance. He ran well at York 2 starts ago. He ran very well at Redcar, giving the impression a stronger pace would have suited. And he looks to be a must for the shortlist. It's good quality handicap form, and he's got a likeable attitude, John.
Yeah, I ummed and I about putting him on top. He's just going to go in for second in the end. He gets stall one. That lack of pace I was talking about, well, from stall one, he should be able to break and get close to at the head of affairs. So I think that'll put him in a good position for the latter part of the race. He's in for second for me.
Yeah. Gents, I have to confess, they're not here for my selections, but Macram would be mine. But I understand you're both siding with the same horse. Talk us through it, Graham.
Yeah, fools seldom differ. We're going with number 7 here. Dream With Me for Mark Johnson and Frankie Dettori. The jockey booking is significant because Ben Curtis, who's a high-quality jockey, he just got caught in a destructive speed duel at Epsom last time. That cost him. We can put a line through that. Prior to that, he'd looked really, really progressive in handicaps, and his win 2 starts ago was quite striking. He's by Frankel, who is cleaning up at the moment in all sorts of different races. Yep. So I'm very happy to give this horse another chance and judge him on his previous form rather than his Epsom form.
And who chases him home? I'm
going to go with Dream With Me. Macram has to be in the mix. Yep. Pivween and Sword Beach, who ran really well and was slightly unlucky at Windsor last weekend. That would be 7, 8, 4, 11 in race 6.
We've given away the winner. I know that you're a big fan as well of Graham's selection, John Blance, but go through your shortlist for us.
Yep, Dream With Me for this one, Nick, for all the reasons that Graham said. And as I say, I've taken a bit of a punt on the speed map, and hopefully he won't get involved in that kind of duel that he got involved in last time out. And he shouldn't on all known form thus far. I got the 8 in for second, Macram, because I think he'll get into a very nice position. The other 2 that I quite like, Man of the Night, isn't going to get the race run to suit, but he did come home in an eye-catchingly good last sectional last time out. And Restorer is another horse who I think will be able to get into a pretty decent position early doors and hopefully be able to finish off quite well as well. So those numbers for me, same Quinella for Graham, or as Graham, and a couple of different ones further down.
Well, the ingredients are firmly in the mix for yet another cracking contest at Sandown on Saturday. It's race 6, a 2,000 metre handicap.